So this next set of videos is about circuits and how circuits work and how electricity flows through circuits, and then how to analyze that flowing movement of circuits and voltage, and how to use the terms we just discussed: watts and amps and volts and resistance and all that, how to make it work. Now, I tried doing a little bit of this myself, and then I realized if I really were to fully explain it, it would become it would be really long. Is really what it would be. It'd be huge. And so I realized it's probably better to spare that from you, and just to let you watch a video on it yourself. Send it to someone else who can summarize it better than I can. And I would, normally I would I don't want you to get bogged down with trying to understand every single little detail. Definitely do pay attention and really try to focus as best as you can. But what I really wanted this to be is just an overview, so that when people ask you about circuits and they talk about watts and they talk about how to improve your electricity usage, these things are going to come up in your life. And I want you to just have an introduction to how these things work and how they move, so that when you do get into these conversations, you'll at least say, "Hey, I recognize that. I can point to something in my brain a while ago, and I watched this video about how ohms and voltage and watts are related, so I don't have to be completely out of my mind as I speak to these things. I can actually say something intelligible in this conversation." And so, again, this is there's not really much that you're going to be tested on this, obviously, but I really want you to, for your own learning, for your own sake, I'd really like you to try to focus in and try to understand what you're talking about. And please still make sure you have a question. This would be a great place to start asking finding that question. Yeah, go ahead. This is series in parallel circuits.